You know him as Hornswoggle. He was a part of WWE for many, many years, also TNA, and has worked in the Indies and is still doing his thing. I'm really excited to have him in studio. So let us say hello to the one and only Dylan Postl, who is here, a.k.a. formerly known as the one and only Hornswoggle. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Great to meet you.
Finally meet you.
Yes, it's so great to have you here. Really,
all of
really
these.
Appreciate it.
I'm adding myself.
You're what?
You have all of these toys.
Oh.
Missing the best one.
Oh, that's amazing. Is this the DX one?
It's the brand new one.
Oh my gosh.
Got that Legends deal now.
Look at you. That's an incredible one. Can I look at it?
Yeah, I have enough ass. I don't need this, man.
Okay, I don't know.
I have a lot.
You got a big booty.
I have a lot behind me.
Okay, there it is.
There we go. Well, thank you.
This is great. Is this still surreal for you?
Man, it is beyond surreal. It's for them to be remaking.
I'm gonna put it right here, front and center.
Them to be remaking figures, and I don't know, be weirdly like back in the fold is. Unreal.
I saw your post when you were going back to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and you were very touched by it.
I never thought it would happen again. Let me tell you, also, ArielHelwani, the smoothest voice in all of interviewing.
I don't know if that's true, but
it's the best.
Thank you. It's so great to meet you, man. When I got a message from you, I was like, I can't believe this is you.
We've never connected. We've literally never done this.
Now you're the freaking man in my life here on my show.
There we go. I appreciate that. But no, so it was almost a year. It was August of 24.
Okay.
Me and my son were on
Landon.
The best.
Yes.
That's gonna make me so cool. The coolest.
Shout out to Landon.
I have 3 rules. I have to mention Oshkosh, which is my city, my dad, because he's the best, and Landon in every interview I do.
Okay.
Checked off one of them. We'll get to the other 2, I'm sure, very naturally. We were on the way to Blink-182, and I got a call from WWE saying, hey, we want to offer you a Legends deal, a nostalgia deal, now it is. And
out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
There was no talking, no flirting with them, no messages.
No, I mean I did like the appearance at the Greatest Royal Rumble, at the Women's Royal Rumble, and that kind of thing. But just about 10 years I've been away from the company, and it was I literally pulled off the highway, and I was just like, man. I called my dad. There it is. Called my dad. First person I called was my dad. I said, hey, remember when you told me when I got released? Don't say a darn bad thing. I'm sure it's going to be tough because you want to be upset, you want to be angry, but realize how you felt when you got hired and how awesome that was and how much they gave you. You shouldn't have ever made it. As I always say, I shouldn't have ever made it. I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 300 pounds, thank God. So it's one of those things where I shouldn't have made it in WWE. They told me when I got hired it was going to be a 6-month gig, and it was 2 weeks under 10 years.
Wow.
So to be able to last and as long as I did, and then get released, and then be welcomed back with a nostalgia deal it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's something I think about. And then doing the appearance at during WrestleMania week and then during SummerSlam week for Fanatics is it's crazy to me. It's awesome.
So what does that entail? What does that mean when you get that type of deal? What does that mean for you?
They can produce merchandise again, and they can have me out for signings and essentially whatever they want. And I love it. I absolutely love it. But also, I can still do independent dates like I am every weekend and loving life.
You have one this weekend, I believe.
I had 2 in West Virginia, Friday, Saturday. I was at New York Comic Con yesterday, here today, and then doing some more stuff tomorrow.
Wow.
And next weekend, I am in Cleveland for AIW, and then a show in Dallas. Weekend after, I am in Michigan, and weekend after, I am in Paris for 2 shows.
Paris,
yeah.
Which promotion is that?
BZ Wrestling.
Okay.
Out in Paris, and I talked to the promoter and said, hey, I'm a huge Disney fanatic, absolute fanatic of all things Disney.
You go with your son, right?
Yeah, every year. And I said, hey, can you bring me out a couple days early? I would love to see Disneyland Paris. They're like, yeah. I looked at Landon's football schedule. He's done. This is his last game this week, so I'm going to bring him with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do Paris stuff, and it's just one of those things where I live now. How I live now is, let's do some really cool things while we can. Like, while he still thinks I'm kind of decent.
Yeah.
He's not too old to think, all right, I got to do this with my dad because he wants to. Like, and if he does, he hides it well. But man, it's awesome. And to be able to go to Paris with him and do a couple things is pretty cool.
When you're doing these shows, are you wrestling?
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you doing? Because I did see an interview with you and Chris Van Vliet,
Yeah.
I believe, a few months ago, and you said that you couldn't feel your legs.
Legs, feet are almost all feeling is gone. Legs is like, if you're on a leg, I think they call it a leg extension or a leg press. Big gym guy.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like my thighs feel like they're always stretched. That's the feeling that it is. It's not going to come back. So
Is
it's
that
just life
painful?
now.
No.
They fall asleep. It's like they fall asleep quickly and they get tired quick.
Okay.
I can still bite a good ass.
What about taking bumps and stuff?
I never took bumps.
Right.
I
I saw you a couple times taking some bumps.
Yeah, sure. But now I'm smarter about it.
Okay.
I've learned, so I never wanted to be, I'm giving you the card for today.
Okay.
I never wanted to be a midget wrestler. Just saw his skin crawl like always.
No, listen. You can say whatever you want.
I never wanted to be that kind of wrestler with the ass bites and the ref spots and that. I wanted to be just a regular wrestler. I got trained to be a normal wrestler. And now I'm realizing at 39, I feel like I'm 59 at times. It's smart to do the fun spots.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with that.
And they're okay with it too, right? The promoters are okay with it. They want that.
As long as the people are happy, that's what matters.
And who are you wrestling as?
Swoggle. Yes.
But you don't wear the
No.
the old
The
school
only
outfit.
time I will ever wear that is for WWE stuff.
Okay.
I did it at a convention last year as just a kind of a throwback thing, just to see. I don't want to be a shell of myself at conventions, if that makes sense. Like I want to be me. WWE gave me the opportunity to sign my fake name all of these years later. It's insane. It's absolutely insane to think that, what they provided for me. And that's why I can never think like, how dare they really? It's entertainment, man. No one deserves a job. I truly feel that way. No one deserves a job in entertainment.
Was that hard though when you got the release?
Sure.
To listen to your dad and not say stuff.
Yes and no. I knew it was coming. I was not being used for about a year at that point. I knew
You were just sitting at home.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Not even traveling?
I would do a TV here and there, but that's okay. Looking back at it, that's okay. I had huge moments in wrestling and on WWE. Again, they told me it was going to be a 6-month run. I cannot be angry about it. But when he said that, it was a definitive, yeah, you're right. I don't have anything to be upset about. I've been able to provide for my son and for myself for a good amount of time now and not do a 9-to-5. A 9-to-5 scares me because I've been wrestling for so long.
Did you grow up a wrestling fan?
Loved it. Ultimate Warrior was my ultimate hero.
Wow.
He's my number one. And I don't know, I'm things happen for a reason kind of person. I never got to meet Warrior until the Raw.
No way.
Yeah.
Before he passed?
He did his promo.
Yes.
He came back. And I was like, this is my only opportunity probably, because who knows if he's ever going to come back for stuff. Who knows if I'm going to be on the road for stuff.
Wow.
Met him at the curtain. I said, hey, my name is Dylan. You're the reason I'm here. Because he was. The only thing I cared about growing up, I didn't care about Batman or Superman. I hate sports to this day. I just don't care. I cared about the Ultimate Warrior.
Wow.
And that was because of, like, the crazy part is wrestling figures. My brother, He had wrestling. He had the original series of Hasbros. I thought, being a little annoying brother, I'm going to take those and I'm going to play with those. I stole his. So then my parents got me my own. And man, that's how I got into it. I didn't even know what they were. I just knew they were cool toys that my brother played with.
Yeah.
And then I found out it was WWF figures. Fell in love with everything Ultimate Warrior. Man, that was just my guy. That was my superhero growing up. So I told him that. I got to tell him that. And he goes, oh, that really means a lot. He called over his wife and said, do you mind telling her what you just told me? And I told her the same thing. He asked me for a photo, and then, of course, I asked him for a photo. And
you still have that photo?
It's in my office.
Oh, my God.
Every day. It's hanging in my office.
Do you remember the reaction the next day when you found out what happened?
Yeah, it was surreal.
Yeah. For those that don't know, for the audience,
yeah,
he passed away the next day. He comes
literally
back.
The next day.
He comes back. It appears as though he has mended the fences with the company. He seems to be at peace. He gives
after
this great,
years,
yes,
years of
promo.
such.
Oh yeah, it was like
such like
bitter
on both sides.
Yeah,
both sides.
And then he passes the next day. It's shocking.
Tuesday, and after like such a cool promo.
The promo was. It was almost, it was so real from the heart.
Eugelistic. I don't know if that's a word. I might have just made that word up.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But it was just like, man, who would have thought? And that was kind of my mindset of, that's why I run a wrestling school and a company now out of Oshkosh. And I tell all of my students, take the picture. I don't care who it is. I don't care what the situation is. Take the picture. No matter what, because I don't know if it's going to happen to you or that other person. If I wouldn't have taken that photo, I would have never, ever had a photo with the Ultimate Warrior, and now that would have been okay. In all reality, it would have been okay. But that's a photo that I look at every day when I go in my office, and I go, man, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. And so, okay, so you grew up a wrestling fan.
A whole life.
And then you go through, you're a kid, right? When do you start to think, hey, let me try this?
Like everyone in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I was backyard wrestling.
Okay.
As a teenager.
With your friends?
With my buddies. Yeah. And then the local independent company knew we were like drawing 200 or 300 like people at our backyard shows.
Whose backyard was it?
Just a buddy in Appleton, Wisconsin that we met online.
Wow.
And then the local company came, and Ken Kennedy, he was part of them. And then they were like, you guys want to train to be real wrestlers? Sure. And I got trained at 17.
Okay, and so when do you get the call?
So yeah, they were looking for an extra for a backstage skit for a little person. And Ken put his name out there for me and said he's the guy. I then, through the grapevine, heard that they were trying out little people to be with Finley. And I was like, hey, can I do this tryout? Great, sure. Me and Fit go in the interview room, and he goes, all right, you're going to be a manager, Irish accent, here we go. I can't do Irish. I cannot do accents for the life of me. If you ask me to do it now, I would never do it again, ever. And it was so bad. I remember walking out and going to Fit, oh, how was it? He goes, wasn't great. And I go, oh, God. Okay, I mean, I'm done. Never again. I will never be here again. And that was it. But then Ken put his name out there for me and said, hey.
Wait, so they told you good?
No, they just said, hey, because all I was supposed to be that day was an extra for this backstage.
Got it. This
that was
is
it?
05?
06.
06.
06, March of 06.
Yeah.
Because then 2 months later in May, I get the call saying, hey, we want to offer you a contract. I ignored 6 calls from it ended up being Tommy Dreamer, who was talent relations at the time. But being a 19-year-old kid living on with his girlfriend at the time, working at Target, I'm thinking a blocked number. It's a credit card company.
Yeah.
They want their money, and I don't have the money to give them.
Yeah.
So I'm just hitting the ignore button. And finally, I listen to the voicemail. Dylan, this is Tommy Dreamer with WWE. We want to offer you a contract. I would like you to call me back so we can give you that. So I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest. So I called him back, and it was literally off to the races.
And was the original plan you being
Finley.
with Fit? Mm-hmm. So that's what they wanted.
So yeah, he had that idea in WCW. Never happened. And happened in WWE.
And who comes up with the name?
So my first name was Little Bastard.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Because, and then I think they quickly realized we can't put this on a toy at Toys R Us.
Yes,
So it was Hornswoggle.
Where does that come from?
It means to cheat or swindle, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, but they literally go, yep, you're not Little Bastard anymore. You're Hornswoggle. And I go, well, that's probably better. Yeah.
Did they make you go to school? Nothing.
I asked. I remember like being on the road for like a few months to a year. I was like, can I go to OVW or like one of the developmentals to try to show you guys I would love to wrestle? Like, no, you're okay. Okay. And I was like, I would really like to. Like, I'm just a young kid. I have my family at home, but I don't have a kid at the time. I just living the life. No, you don't need to do that. Okay. I was fine with it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a month or two into being signed, we were going to the Philippines. I didn't have a passport.
Wow.
They had to rush a passport. I go, guys, where are the Philippines?
Did you ever left the country?
I went to Canada for like a little person convention. I went to Toronto, but that was it. That was the only time I ever left the country. It was nuts. It was crazy.
Was it surreal? Like you're there, a huge fan, and all of a sudden you're
yeah, it was.
What was your first day like? Do you remember? You must.
Yes, messing up. I messed up my first day. So the first thing is going to be, it was Fit versus Paul Burchill, and Fit wins. He goes out. He's going to lift the apron. I'm going to come out, attack Paul Burchill. Awesome. We're rehearsing it, and Vince McMahon is running the rehearsal. He goes, all right, there's going to be a green light that comes on. Fit's going to open the curtain. You're going to come out. Awesome. Great. Rehearse it once. Green light comes on. I come out. God damn it. Wait for him to lift the apron. Okay, let's go again.
By the way, that sounded like Vince.
I was around him. I was around him for a bit. Second time, green light. Fit doesn't lift the thing. I go, God damn it. Wait for him to lift. Okay. Third time, no green light. Fit lifts. I wait because there was no light.
Yeah.
Now, where are you? You told me to wait. Oh, and I'm thinking in my head, I've been here for one day, and this will be my last day. I'm done. And fourth time, worked perfectly, and then it was just like off to the races. And it was just, I remember getting home. So I don't think anything truly hit me until like the first WrestleMania spot with Ken Kennedy off the ladder. That, and then the first time I really let myself, and it's stupid to say, I let myself absorb what was happening was when I won the Cruiserweight title, and like getting home with the title and like showing my grandpa and my dad, I was like, oh, this is pretty insane. I shouldn't be here. I always thought in that beginning I shouldn't, and then at the end, middle part, I was just there. But at the beginning and at the end, I was very much like, I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be here.
Why'd you feel that way?
I don't know. I'm not the mold. You know what I mean? At that time especially.
Sure.
Like I said, everyone was 6'2", 250.
But there was the Rey Mysterios.
Sure.
There was the Punks of the world who were a little bit smaller coming up.
Yeah, but those guys made a huge name for themselves. I was Dylan from Oshkosh.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, I don't know. I very much a lot of the time at the beginning and at the end had the, okay, I don't deserve this kind of thing.
That's imposter syndrome.
Sure.
Like, why am I here?
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve
I view
this?
it as, at times, realistic thinking. In my mind, it's realistic to go, I don't deserve this, but it's pretty cool. I am a therapist's number one client, I'm sure, because I have a very mindset of thinking negatively. So when something really cool does happen, I get really happy about it. Probably not a great way to go through life, but it works for me.
Your glass half empty.
But for me, it looks full. Comedy.
Do you talk to a therapist?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started to about a year ago.
Oh.
The best.
Recently, though.
Yeah, the best.
What about during that period?
No, I was okay.
You were just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, I was great. I was happy. I was very happy. Living my life, living my dream. I let myself be happy living my dream, but I at times still felt I don't deserve to be here.
Do you regret, in retrospect,
No.
having that mindset?
No. Because no one deserves anything.
But you may have earned it.
I didn't. I didn't earn it. I didn't earn anything. I worked out in Wisconsin for a year and a half. I left the state to wrestle. I was like a once-a-month wrestler. I left the state 4 times in a year and a half. I didn't deserve it. No.
So why do you think it happened to you?
Luck. Ken putting his name out there for me. I always say, like, man, I lasted 10 years. I was either decent or really good at hiding. That was one of the two. And I can't quite figure out what it was. And I won't let myself say I was decent. I ride a very weird line between ego. Like to me, ego is a very, very thin line. Believing in yourself and then believing in yourself too much is that ego line. And I now, because of my son, and he brings up all the time, remember you did it? Come on. No, I don't. I don't. I have a horrible memory. But because of him, I've finally started like going back and being able to watch things.
Okay. Was there a period where you couldn't?
I've watched 4 of probably in total, I've watched maybe 5 matches of my own in full.
Why?
I don't like to. I don't know. That's the weird, I don't know. I pick it apart. I don't like how I look. I don't physically, I don't like how I move physically. I think, man, that could have been better. Just stuff like that. I pick it apart too much. WLC was the one I was able to watch the most because it's the most perfect thing I've ever done. And I will never do anything to top that, ever. But like even in my scenes in like Muppets Most Wanted, I look down because I can't watch myself.
Wow.
It's weird.
Wow.
It's just odd.
And so how does your son allow you to go back?
He brings it up. He just brings it up to me, and then I'll like YouTube it on my phone that night, or turn it on Peacock.
With him?
No.
Oh.
I get weird about that. That's weird to me.
Why? I thought you were going to say...
No, I can't. I don't think I've ever watched a match of mine with him.
Really?
No.
Doesn't that make you proud? You want to show your
He can watch it.
Do you think he does?
I don't know, and he won't admit it to me.
Wow.
I always say, like, I'm like cool to him, but this is his life. Me at his dad being Hornswoggle is all he knows. He doesn't know his dad working at Target. He doesn't know his dad anything else being what I've been.
Because he's 17,
15.
right? 15, excuse me.
It's okay.
15, so he was born, what, in 2010?
Yeah.
But he was 5 when you left the company, right? Okay.
So, but all he knows is WWE stuff, YouTube WWE stuff, and then my indie stuff. And so it's one of those things where it's like, man, all he knows is me in this life, and that's okay. But I want him to also be really cool with me as Dylan. I know he is. I laugh about it. It's like, yeah, I can get him at the front of the lines at Disney because of this. But it's one of those things where I want him to also, like, I know he is. He'll never admit it because at 15 we don't do that. I never was like,
of course,
man, Dad, you're really cool. But it's. I don't know if I ever want to watch one of my matches with him. I don't know how that would be.
I think you're missing out.
Maybe, but it's also a weird feeling, like to even think about watching it and being okay watching it. Like WLC would probably be the only one I could watch with him.
Why do you think that was perfect?
Everything worked, man. I call that the ultimate. I talk about it in my book. That was the ultimate shove it up their ass match to me. Put on the pre-show. 6 guys, 7 guys that were being used but kind of not. booked in this gimmicky with many tables, many ladders, many chairs, with a mini referee, many announcers, mini ring announcer. The commentators getting fed lines, kind of just joking about the match. And like going into it, I remember like going into it, go, guys, this is New Jersey, which is behind Chicago, the second most heel crowd in the country. I go, we got to kill it, otherwise they're going to boo us out of the building, and we got to just go crazy. And we did. Everyone did. Drew McIntyre randomly just flips through a table from the inside the ring to the outside. Heath takes the crazy bumps. Jinder takes the insane bump through ladders. The Matadors are just going nuts. It was perfect, and it was the most perfect thing I've ever done. And I remember getting to the back and like still being in my gear, and Torito comes up to me and goes, "You good?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay." And he changes and he's leaving, and I'm still in my chair, in my gear, like, and he goes, "Are you good?" I go, "Yeah." I didn't get out of my gear till the main event then.
Wow.
Because I was just like in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
And I knew it. I knew we did something special. And I knew it was the only time in WWE where I got a standing ovation getting to the back.
Wow.
And I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with that. But it was such a cool feeling to see everyone, including Vince McMahon himself, standing and clapping for us. I was like, man, this is awesome. It was awesome. It was insane.
What was your relationship like with Vince?
Great. He let me provide for 10 years and live my dream for 10 years. And then working in that storyline with him was so great in that, and like wanted everything to be special for the fans and for us and worked perfectly. It was awesome. The biggest thing in my career, it's kind of odd now, like with everything that's going on and everything that's happened, the biggest thing in my career sometimes is odd to talk about in interviews,
right.
You know? But that's the biggest thing that ever happened to me in my career. And I look back and go, man, what a crazy time for me. It was the 15th anniversary Raw, and I was on 4 or 5 segments. I started the show and I ended the show. It was crazy. And I had a match with Khali where Hulk Hogan comes out to save me and we do a pose off. It's incredible.
Surreal.
Insane how that whole thing just skyrocket.
Is it intimidating being around him or these guys? Like, do you feel like...
I always joke about, I wish I would have been like, because he was, for like the backstage stuff and that, we always had like downtime before we went live or before we shot something. I wish I would have always like asked him like random things, like, hey, who thought of that Warrior Pyro?
Yeah.
Or like, all right, ring carts, who's a Met? Like, I just wanted to ask him random things, but it's Vince McMahon. And he would have been awesome and answered everything. But it's still like, it's Vince McMahon. So I'm still quite intimidated to ask him those kind of things.
I get it.
But it's one of those, yeah, but I weirdly wasn't on screen. I working with him. I wasn't intimidated because he just made himself one of the guys in those shots.
Did you ever feel, you would be in a lot of comedy spots. Mm-hmm. Did you ever feel disrespected?
Never. So I always kind of think about it. I think the relationship I had with Finley was very, very father-son. Like what you saw on screen was just a piece of what our relationship was. And it was instant. I would say literally like I felt that way a month into being hired, where I felt literally like his child. And so I think people were worried to mess with me because they didn't want to deal with Fit, and they knew Fit would destroy him and turn him into
So you didn't get hazed or
Never.
Any of that?
I'm so lucky.
Wow.
I came in during the strong part of hazing and wrestler's court and all of that, and I never dealt with any of it. And I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm thankful for my relationship with Fit. I laugh about it now because it's like I have 2 brothers in wrestling, and David Finley and Brogan. David's killing it in New Japan and Brogan is in NXT, and it's like, man, it's so fun.
Yeah, when you found out you were going to be a dad, didn't you hang up?
I literally hung up. And man, this guy does his research.
Come on,
it's
man.
great.
Come on.
I love it.
And he told you to call her back.
Yeah, man. I was we were overseas. I called home from the production office line. She said, "I need to tell you something. You're gonna be a dad." And I go, "No, I'm not." Wham! I stormed out.
Why did you have that reaction?
Because I was 22, 23. I was living the high life.
So you didn't want to have a kid?
I wasn't ready.
Okay.
I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready. I'm not ready for a 15-year-old. I'm not going to be 16-year-old. He's going to be driving on his own in 2 months. I'm not ready for that. Like,
was this your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just one of those things where I loved being young.
Yeah.
I loved the high life. I loved just that. And now so I remember walking the hallway and Fit sees me and he must have seen something. He goes, "What's going on?" And I go, "I can't tell you." He goes, "Well, now you have to."
Yeah.
Like, you got to tell me. So we go off to the side. I go, "I'm going to be a dad." And he drops to a knee and he just hugs me. And he starts like getting welled up. And I'm like, "I can't do this. I can't do this." He goes, "Yes, you can." He goes, "Firstly, call her back. Secondly," and Fit behind the curtain, quite religious and spiritual. He goes, "All right, let's say a prayer." And I go,
"Wow.
Oh, this is not me." And we did that. And he goes, "Now you're going to call her." And I go, "Yes, Dad. Yes, Dad." And I called her. And
Was she mad that you hung up on her?
If she was, she didn't tell me.
Hit it, okay.
She hit it pretty well.
And how did that change you?
I always say, so when Landon came out, which is such a weird thing to say, came out. when Landon was born.
When he entered this world.
Yeah. When Landon was born, I always say like the world paused. And I was like, "All right, kid, time to grow up. Time to get your shit together." I don't know, can we say shit?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Shit.
Yeah. Were you there?
Yeah. So
because I've heard stories
I
of
was
wrestlers
on the road.
missing.
I was on the road the day before for TV. And I flew home. And as I was flying home, she was getting driven to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
It's a long labor, but I was there the whole, like, for it. And so we got her tested 6 months into the pregnancy to see if it was going to be a little person.
Okay.
I was very, very worried about that. Health stuff, bullying, all of that.
Yeah.
Turns out he's obviously, if you see photos of him online, he ain't no little person.
You showed one just before.
He's not a little person.
He's a big boy.
He's huge.
A great football player.
He's doing awesome, man.
There he is.
God, man. I don't get I don't get emotional about a lot. But he's gonna hate it. He makes me that way. And because I'm just proud of him, man. Like, he's just a cool... There's times where I go, I wish I didn't have a tall, good-looking, charismatic kid. Because it's gonna get him in trouble. But man, so we found out he wasn't gonna be, and it was like, it was just I did a sigh of relief because I knew what I went through health-wise with back surgeries and ear surgeries and all of that growing up. And I never dealt with bullying, and WWE was actually awesome. When they had the Be a Star program, they let me be a big part of that, and I'm very thankful. Because I always talk about, like, how you counteract bullying. Don't let them bully you. Make the joke before they can. And I've always been one to do that. I can fit in that locker. You're not going to put me in it. I can hide from class in that locker, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
I was the one to make fun of myself before they even could. And once you take that power away, they don't have it anymore. So it's one of those things, like, I never took myself too seriously when it comes to my stature.
How many surgeries?
I have now 4 back surgeries, 2 ear surgeries, knee, shoulder, gallbladder.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you with the gallbladder?
My first back, that was 2016 or 17.
Okay.
But the first back surgery was 1990, paralyzed me for 6 months. Then 92, they put a rod and a rib, fused it in my back. First thing the doctor says is no trampolines and no contact sports.
Oh, gosh.
And so then
Wait, 1990. How old are you?
I was 4 and 4 for my first one.
Gosh.
And he cut me open. He never did back surgery on a little person before. Hit a nerve and paralyzed me from the waist down. I was in a full body cast, knees to nipples, I say. And then in 92, I had the surgery, the one that worked. And so then, like a year or two into my being with WWE, the spine surgeon saw me on that and emailed my dad. See, he didn't listen to me very much. And my dad just goes, he didn't listen to me either. And then my ear, I had a tumor in my ear. Doctor opened it up. Never did surgery on a little person either. Hit an artery, and I just started bleeding out.
Oh my gosh.
Patched me up and put this huge bandage around my head. Like literally lived in that for a few months.
How old are you then?
12, 13, I think.
And you weren't bullied?
Nah, I didn't let myself be.
Okay. Kids didn't pick on you?
No, because again, I was like, I didn't take it. I didn't sell for them. If they tried to, I would. Great. Once you take that away,
Yeah.
they don't have the laughs from others. All they want is the pop from the others. That's all they care for.
What about when you're home by yourself?
I don't care.
Is
No, it's life.
Okay.
It's life.
Wow.
I've dealt with this my whole life, going, I can't wake up tomorrow and change this. I have to deal with it. What am I going to get upset about? Why be upset? You know what I mean? Like, there's no sense to it. Ear surgery, second one, fixed the issue, but then totally fine. But over the last 20 years, started losing hearing. Went in 2 years ago. I was like 5% hearing, so had to accept the fact that at 37 years old, I need a hearing aid, and got one of those. And man, I remember getting the hearing aid and texting my dad as soon as I got to the car. The world is so loud. Like, it's just loud. But it's, again, part of life. And I love it.
I love the relationship with your dad. It seems like...
He's my hero, man.
Yeah.
He's my absolute hero. I think we don't realize how cool our parents are until we get older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as kids, we're just like, they're our parents. As we get older, we're like, man, they're awesome.
Yeah.
And to see his relationship with Landon is the greatest. I live my life, especially with Landon, going, I just want to be as good of a dad as he was. I never will be. Untouchable. Untouchable. But I can try, and I'm going to try. Like, that's all I want. That's all I care about. And we still have such a cool relationship. My friends love him. Brian Myers, Kurt Hawkins, him and my dad are awesome together. Ethan Page and my dad get along just because I've had them in as guests for ACW Wisconsin and that, and they love him. And they always say, because I'm a undercover bully to people I get along with.
You're the bully.
I'm the bully.
Okay.
At times.
In a twist.
In the locker room around my friends.
You're pranking people.
I love just like winding them up. I'm the
10 minutes
ultimate
ago,
guy
you
that
said, "Thank God, I was not a subject to all of this."
I'm gonna start it myself. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I would pick on the great Khali so much.
Really?
So much. I would just get him riled up, just so much. And then he would catch me off guard. He would come in the locker room behind me, he'd get his hands on me. Stop fucking with me. Yes, sir. That would last a week. But it's
nice guy.
Khali is the best human. I love Khali. Like, he's the ultimate diva, but he's okay with that.
What do you mean diva?
He's a giant, so he has to be taken care of.
That's right, yeah.
You forgot he was a giant?
No, but I just didn't know, like, is he asking for, like, green Skittles in the back?
No.
You know what I mean?
He just has to be taken care of,
Of course,
man.
yeah.
He's just the best. I love him.
Do you still keep in touch?
I saw him at a convention a few months ago, and it was literally both, when we locked eyes, I felt both of our faces light up.
Wow.
We haven't seen each other in so many years, but man, what a guy. Like, what a guy.
Who were your best friends back then?
Hawkins and Kofi.
Okay.
They were my riding buddies. We laugh about it. Kofi and I always called ourselves Team Dad, because I had Landon, pardon me, and then he had his first son, And pardon me. And then me, him, and Hawkins would be riding together. We'd go to a Denny's or out to eat or somewhere, put our order in, and then we'd leave the table to call home, leaving Hawkins by himself.
Yeah,
He goes, guys, come on. Like, this is awful. And so we were all home after a loop, and Hawkins texts Kofi and I, hey, guys, can I be part of Team Dad?
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was about having his daughters. And it was it's a cool thing. So,
what do you think of heel Kofi?
love it. Because it's the real Kofi.
Is it?
Yeah. We always said he's the biggest heel in the locker room. No one knows it. I just wish the fans.
He comes across such a
he's
wholesome guy.
The best, but he's like me. He's an undercover heel.
Okay.
Where when he'll wait to pick his spot. Me, I'll just wind up everyone. He waits to pick his spot, and just to get a quick jab in. That's the ultimate wind up. But he's just. I always say with Kofi, if there's ever a negative thing said about him, and I've never heard one, but if I were to ever hear one, it would be that person. It's that person's fault. He doesn't have a bad bone in his body, like a truly bad bone. He's the nicest, most caring, most giving human on the planet. When he won at Kofi Mania, I remember watching it with Landon, and I started crying. I was like, man, he finally gets it. What a moment, right? Like, I don't know if there was a more... That and the Daniel Bryan moment are very 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Personally, I felt way more emotional for the Kofi one, being a close friend of his, and just knowing what he went through. So much of like pushing and pushing and pushing, and never being taken seriously. You know what I mean? Like, Bryan was taken seriously, but just never at that level. Kofi was never taken seriously as a singles guy until he started that. And just to see it all kind of kick off was awesome.
Do you still watch wrestling?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
You're watching everything? WWE, AEW, TNA, NXT?
Everything.
You have enough time for all of this?
Some of it's clips.
Yeah. But you're aware of everything going on.
Love it.
What do you love right now?
I love how much wrestling there is.
Okay.
In general.
Yeah.
In general, I love how much wrestling there is. I love that whether you like something or you don't, you can find something that you like.
Yeah.
You just had Darby Allin in.
Yeah, he was asking about you. Did you get to see him?
I did not.
Okay, because he was talking about skydiving. He was looking forward to seeing you.
Listen.
Yeah.
Where are we?
And by the way, this wasn't on air, so if you want to set it, he asked me when we said goodbye. He's like, "Is Hornswoggle here?"
Yes.
And
are we here?
You're right
number
there.
2.
You're right here.
Number
You're right
3.
here. You're 3.
Darby. So this is a real thing.
He wants to go skydiving with you.
He wants me to jump out of a plane. It's gonna happen.
Okay. Why does he want this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I think he knows. So what I was gonna say is, you had Darby in.
Yeah.
My son texted me. He is in school. Hey, I'm watching Darby. You're after him, right?
Wow.
You're in class.
Yeah.
Go to come on. Darby is his, but it's so cool. Darby is his Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Darby is his
I could see that.
His hero. Darby to him is Ultimate Warrior to me.
Wow.
It's insane.
Fascinating guy, man.
And fascinating.
He poured water all over himself.
He's just a nutcase.
Like we gave him a cup of water and he just poured it on, sitting right there.
He's a nutcase. He's a nutcase. But he's been so giving and so like caring to Landon.
Amazing.
It's been awesome. But yes, he wants me to jump out of a plane because I think like we talked about Landon and I going to his compound and just like hanging out and doing some stunts and just having fun. He said, yeah, we could get you to jump out of a plane. I go, I don't know if little people can jump out of planes. I don't know if that works. I've never seen it. I have to like, I can't go by myself. I have to be with someone. But then it's like Carlos from The Hangover, where it's like a baby in a backpack. You just got the mental picture of me.
Bjorn.
A horn Bjorn. There we go.
Hey, you should market that. What a great laugh.
But I truly don't know if I can do it. Like, how do I jump out of a plane? I'm just attached, but I'm a real human. But I'm like heavy, but I'm not long. I don't know how it would work. He's the only one, I think that's another thing. Like, he's the only one I'd ever think of doing it with because it would be so cool for my son.
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting my life on the line for my son. Like it's crazy. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen.
Who came up with you in DX?
It's a funny story. I was doing this stuff with Chavo, the storyline with Chavo, and then one week they were gonna have me like Chavo turn and save me, and us like team be good guys. But then it happened that week, and then the next week we were gonna do something together again, and they come up to me, oh, that's canceled. They go, awesome, another segment's canceled. And they pull me aside. They go, "You're going to be part of DX." I go, "Excuse me?" They go, "Yeah, you're going to be. We're going to be working towards you being a part of DX." And I go, "Okay, awesome." And then I found out later that Chavo and I were in the ring, and Sean and Hunter were together. And Sean, I forget who said it to who, but they're like, "My kids really like him." And I was like, "Chavo?" And they go, "No, Hornswoggle." And, oh. Well, what if he was part of us? Kids love him. He could be like our mascot kind of thing. And that was it.
Wow.
Off to the races.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to be X-Pac.
Yeah.
Like I was doing DX Pyro. It was the coolest thing ever. Like I got a shirt. It's on a figure now. Man, that and the Vince's kid stuff overtook my life. Like it was such a rocket ship kind of feeling of just like, man, this is insane.
There it is.
Ringside Collectibles is me so happy with that.
Yeah.
Use promo code SWOGGLE, save yourself 10%.
Oh, yeah. Nice. That's surreal stuff I use that word again, for a longtime fan, and now you're in there with legends. Like
my life is that.
Yeah.
I live by, my life is, a lot of should never happened.
But it did. And then you get into a war with Peter Dinklage.
Fuck Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
I love that your camera guy even loved that. That was an audible.
Yeah.
Man, like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak on it, but I don't care.
Did you bury the hatchet with him or no?
No, because he hasn't responded back. So.
You're mad at him?
No.
Oh, no.
Now
Okay.
I'm going to be mad at him.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Come on. Here's the issue. So, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was, the live action version was coming out. Disney was producing it, or putting it out.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage goes on a podcast and says, what have I been on my soapbox for fighting for our community to get regular roles and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, so Disney cancels it. Disney then casts it as normal size actors, not dwarfs.
Mm.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Now I stand up for my community.
Yeah.
My issue is, when you did Elf, that check cashed just fine.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of roles where it was made for a little person. Sure, have you done roles that weren't? Yes. And I'm very proud of you for doing those roles. But
don't take it away from others.
Now let's think about this. These are 7 roles made for people of my community. Not me. People of my community, of the dwarf community. That we don't get the opportunity. What would be a major motion picture? Obviously, Disney never does small scale.
Sure.
Disney does huge. 7 roles. Now you're talking 7 roles. Now you're talking stunt doubles, extras, all of that. You took those jobs away. My other thing was, why is he the voice of a community?
Right.
When I could argue I was on television for 10 years.
Sure.
Why am I?
I would argue a lot more people know who you are than him.
I wouldn't say that. I get dinked, what we call it is dinked all the time, and my son loves it. Secretly loves it when Peter
Millions of people were watching you every week.
Sure, but he was on, Game of Thrones was the biggest thing ever.
Okay, you're talking to a guy who never saw Game of Thrones.
I haven't either.
But I've watched Monday Night Raw, for God's sakes.
I knew I liked you. I get it's my
okay,
son,
he was in that?
He was huge. He was
so you think he had enough influence to get Disney to change their mind?
I do.
Wow.
Because he was the voice. It was
Do you think you could have gotten one of those roles? Were you in the running?
I didn't go out for it.
Did you hear any rumblings that they were looking at you?
No.
Okay.
But I would.
So you were just defending your people,
I thought it
your
was
community.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
The voice. I thought it was bullshit that he got it canceled, and that he was the voice of our community.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why does he get to be?
Who
that?
appointed you? Yeah.
Yeah, King Dwarf. Why? What are we doing here? And then it got recast. It's just, and then CGI. And it's like, again, I go, what are we doing?
What happens if you see him? Have you ever met him?
Never. And I wouldn't be a dick. I'd just be like, hey man, I don't appreciate, and I hope you can see what your voice and what you said did. That's all it is. I'm not gonna be. I would never be outright mean to him or anything. Obviously, I hope he can sit back and realize what's the speaking out that he did, even if it wasn't speaking out, what the comment he made did for the dwarf acting community.
Sure.
Again, 7 roles that are made for our community.
Yeah, I know. And how many, how many opportunities?
Never
are there,
happens.
like for
Never
a
happens.
movie like that. Anyway, the movie flopped. Did it not?
Sure.
So maybe it was a blessing.
Nah. I don't want anything to flop.
Sure. ACW.
Yeah, man.
You own it?
I own it. I run it with an awesome group, ACW Wisconsin, out of Oshkosh. Going to start in 2013.
There it is.
That's it. Just had Brian in, or we're having Brian in.
Show coming up?
We have a show coming up November 9th. We have our anniversary in December.
And you have AI wrestling this weekend.
AI wrestling out of Cleveland. Yeah, man. That's next Saturday. Me versus Danhausen, who is just... Have
Legend.
you had him in yet?
I have not, no.
He would be awesome.
No, we're just getting into the AEW guys now.
Danhausen is one of my favorite humans.
Okay.
So happy to see...
Yeah, he's a character. I mean, I've seen him a bunch of times online. He's hilarious.
See the success he's had.
And then in 2 years, Landon. That's what you said, right? 17?
Yeah, man.
Has he shown interest?
That's all he wants to do.
Okay.
He finally, like a year ago, out of nowhere, brought up to his mom and I law enforcement.
Oh.
Because I flat out had a talk with him. I said, hey, let's keep wrestling as a backup plan. Let's not have that as number one. That could be 1A, but let's have that be backup. I said, because it's not a guaranteed thing. I got lucky. All of these guys nowadays get lucky. Wrestling is crazy, isn't it? Where you can be the best in the country. It's not like football or basketball or baseball where you're drafted number one. It's luck. I truly feel getting signed is luck nowadays. It's luck and hype. If you don't have that, I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So let's have that be our backup plan. And he brought up law enforcement. He still wants to wrestle and he wants that to be his thing. I won't train him till he's 17. He's already going to have enough battles to go against with me being his dad. But yeah, man, I would be lying if I were to say I don't want him to, but I just don't want him to make it a priority. Like, I don't want him to live his life thinking I need to do that.
Right. Well, man, what a dad you are. What a career you've had.
I just want to be a good dad. I want to be a good human and fun. I'm finally, I would say the last year, Ethan Page, what a guy.
Canadian boy.
Ethan Page has really made me, he texted me one day. He goes, you need to love Dylan. And I was like, man, that hit me. And it was really cool. And
Why do you think he texted you that?
Because I didn't.
But what prompted it?
A lot of things.
Okay. Just out of the blue?
No. There were things that I was messaging with him about.
Okay.
I just wasn't happy.
Okay.
I just wasn't happy in life.
Got it.
A lot of life things where you just need to love Dylan. And I was like, man, he's the best. And I'm starting to really, really like Dylan and be happier with him. That's good. And that's all I want. Like, but it's just wanting to have an awesome kid and see him grow up to be awesome. And I know he will be. He's a man. If something goes right for him in wrestling, I'm ready to hang on to those coattails. Because he's gonna be great. I know he's gonna be great. I just won't tell him that. I can't build that ego too much.
Might be watching right now.
You know,
You might have told him already.
you better be. If he's supposed to be at football practice, they got their last game. Their last game is this week, man. And I hate sports. I've always hated sports. Just never been a sports guy. Obviously, I don't have the build for football or basketball. But man, being a football dad has changed me. Of like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, man. Thank you so much for
man.
coming
This
in.
is the best.
Congrats on everything. This was great.
Thank you.
Thank you for reaching out. All the best. And congrats on getting back into the WWE family with the nostalgia deal. Thank you for this. What a great, nice little surprise.
Centerpiece.
Yes, I love
saw
that.
all the toys, and not toys. They're toys. I saw all the toys, and I was like, man.
We even got
have one.
these guys. You know these guys from
Yes,
Major?
I was just with them yesterday at
Big
Comic-Con.
rubber guys, yeah.
The stuff that Knick and the boys are doing are second to none.
Yeah, no.
Literally second to none.
This is the one I grew up on.
You were
grew up
LJN
on-
guy?
Yeah, you grew up on Hasbro.
Hasbro.
So like when I saw this, it, like just holding it takes me back to being 5.
I hated LJNs because A, they're too heavy. You'll knock a kid out with them.
Yeah.
And B, they didn't do anything. Like Hasbro's
I know, but that was
100%
childhood. Yeah,
I think that's the biggest, like, when it comes to wrestling figures, the biggest battle is LJN versus Hasbro.
absolutely. And it's never been the same. There's your collection
My
right
Whatnot. Just some Whatnot stuff. I love Whatnot.
there. Thank you so much. All the best to you, Dylan, and really appreciate you coming in and continued success. Good luck this weekend with the upcoming shows. Good luck the next few months. And yeah, you're welcome anytime. There it is, Danhausen. Boom.
Oh!
Look at all these promos.
I just love it.
Unbelievable.
John Thorne, you better pad that envelope, baby.
We'll take a quick break, say goodbye to Dylan, be back to wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.